Yeah. Especially with Hex.
Yeah, tell me your story. When did you start? When did you join the Hexagon bandwagon?
I joined Hex before the pandemic came to Kenya. That was around March when Hex
Ah,
was almost amounting to nothing in terms of value.
or to nothing. That will mean how much? Because even a
Uh,
point zero Satoshi is something.
it was even less than cents when you convert it to Kenya shillings. So it was almost you could not consider it as value for your money.
Oh, matongolo manduru.
Yeah, Mandururu, Nada, they don't buy anything right now in the economy we are living in.
Oh, so how much did you exchange in Hex?
I have around more than 50,000 hex at the moment.
How much did it cost you? That's what I'm asking.
Or at that time, I think it was
Yes.
less than 500 bob, and not even 500, less than 300 bob
Oh,
at
300
that time.
Bob gave. Okay, okay, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
So how much could it right now?
At the moment, if I were to unstake my stakes, I would get 16,000 shillings.
60,000 Bob.
16,000 shillings.
16. Oh man, hey, that is quite something in this
Yeah, from
pandemic.
yeah from 300 to 16,000, and we are still moving on. The curve is going high up.
Okay. By the way, you've brought something here which I wanted to ask. Ningeuliza hapo. When you say you have staked your hex, what exactly does that mean to an ordinary person viewing the video?
Staking, like for the people who understand the banking language, is like keeping your money in a bank for a certain period of time for it to earn interest.
Or sort of the fixed deposit account?
Yeah, like a fixed deposit account where your money stays there until a certain point when you can withdraw it and get some top up the interest on it.
Yep, exactly. So when somebody, let's say, gets 50,000 hex, and they simply hold it, do you think it comes with any advantage?
Yeah, the advantage is that with the hex compared to banking, the value of hex is growing each day because people are putting in stakes each every day and night. So whenever people make stakes, they drive the price of X higher up the curve.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's so beautiful, man.
Yeah.
My story, I knew Hex last year, December. It was 0.00040. Huh? I see 4 zeros.
Yeah. Four zeros.
And then 79 US dollars. That one was like, even Dururu ya Kenya was worth much.
Well, it was even higher. Then Dururu was higher than Hex.
Yeah, then Dururu was higher. Kenyan Dururu, or the Zimbabwean
Yeah.
cent. I tested out with $4. Can you imagine? I tested out with
Yeah.
$4, and come the month
400
of
shillings.
March, yeah, 400 shillings. Can you imagine by March there it was worth 26,000 shillings.
400 shillings to 26,000.
Yeah, and I
That
was like,
that is
damn,
high.
I wish.
That is even higher than what the bank offer.
Yeah, it is insane. I've been
Yeah.
hearing of late, they say magic only happens in crypto.
Yeah. And it's very true.
So how do you interact with Hex? Do you use a laptop or you use smartphone or apps?
When I started out, I started using my phone, using an application called MetaMask. That
Or
is the one that can
MetaMask?
help you to. Yeah, that is the one that helps you to stake and unstake whenever you feel necessary, because it is a smart contract. So we don't have any administrator to decide for you whether you keep your money there or you get your money out of that place.
So for, let's say, for an ordinary Kenyan youth who has, let's say, 1,000 bob or 5,000, or let's say even 10,000, and
Yeah,
there is a lot of sense in this crypto thing. So
yeah,
that had, I know I've done a bunch of YouTube explaining how to
yeah.
trading or mobile money or equity. How do they convert it into this X thing? What is the process?
It's a simple one, but it may be difficult for others. But to explain it, yeah, one is to find an agent, for lack of a better word, right now, who knows how to trade crypto. We have a marketplace called Local Crypto. So you go there with your 1,000 bob. The agent buys for you, converts their 1,000 bob to Ethereum, which you can go now to use to stake, to buy Hex on the application called MetaMask. Yeah, that's basically it. And after that, you use links depending on the referrer who introduced you to the business. It is a very smart contract. You just interact with it. It has a very good user interface. So you move from one step to another by guided
Yeah, you are right.
by itself.
Exactly. So it's like, I've noticed when it comes to these crypto opportunities, what wengi or most people who take
Yeah,
advantage of these are people who already are conversant with cryptocurrency.
yeah.
Uh, so in Hexa, you see this campaign, it started last year, and if I'm not wrong, it is ending in the month of November. Is it or November? Is it November? Yeah.
Yeah, November.
So
For
what
the
does that exactly?
351 days.
Okay. Also, there is a term we use, the big payday.
Yeah,
Inamaanisha nini kwa Hex?
the big payday. So it's when Hex started, the person behind the idea wanted to use people who already knew cryptocurrency. So he told everybody who holds Bitcoin, they would go and claim Hex that is equivalent to the amount of Bitcoin they had. So from there, many of the people who held wallets that had Bitcoin claimed the Hex they had. So on the big payday, since some people may be ignorant or decide not to claim their stakes, all those stakes that were not claimed and the Hex that was not claimed will be accumulated and then divided by the number of people who still have stakes in the company called the Hex.
So the big payday ni kama ile golden handshake yenye a Kenyan who is 55 years, they are saying quitting their job by being employed.
Yeah.
Golden. Now, are you a holder or you are
You're a staker.
or you are both?
You're a staker. A holder is the person who had Bitcoin, they held Bitcoin and they needed to claim. Holders claim. Stakers are part of the ownership.
Now, that's what I'm asking. Are you a holder? Do you hold or you stake?
I stake.
Or you do stake?
Yeah.
The minimum stake type.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what's your minimum or what's your maximum stake?
15 years. There's one I staked for 15 years.
Oh, 5 days.
Yeah, trip of 4 5s.
Richard Hart should hear you. You are a true Hexican.
Yeah, that is the maximum you can go. If they had 6 they had 7 7 7 perfect numbers, I would stake for those days.
like the Bible prophetic numbers.
Yeah, the prophetic number 7.
Oh, by the way, let me ask you this. Now, let's assume let's assume 15 years today, that one is like the year 2030, 32 or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
What if the year 2030 somebody discovers Hex? Because by then I'm sure it will be a big name. Because I understand right now Ethereum is Ethereum how old is Ethereum now?
Today is their 5th birthday.
Fifth
Since
birthday of
they
Ethereum.
started. Yeah, since they started.
Oh, because Bitcoin should be around 10 years and Bitcoin is 1.1 million right now.
Yeah, 1 million right now.
Just imagine you knew Bitcoin 10 years ago. Your return is it 900 million %? Can you picture that?
Yeah, that is 1,000,000% return.
Hey man, that one is because in just 129 days, Hex has gone 11,500%.
Yeah, 11,000 times, 11,500 times. So if it was 0, right now it is 11,500 times the value it started.
Wow. Okay, you're telling me about a few cents that you have on your wallet. They turned out to something tangible.
Oh yeah. There was a time I referred someone. So as far when you refer a person, you get 10% of what they stake. So this person staked, and I got I got Hex, which was equivalent to 70 cents at the point of staking. So I put it for 3 months. So it ended like 3 weeks ago. So the value had moved from 70 cents to 350 bob Kenya shillings when you convert it and swipe it to back to Kenya shillings.
Man, that's unbelievable. You're talking about 70 cents.
Yeah, that is crazy. From 3, you can calculate 350, add 2 zeros, divide by 70. That is the much time it went up. Almost 500 times the value for 3 months.
You know, these technologies, sometimes technology is very forgiving because if you don't seize the moment, it's for you to be either you'll be jumping for joy or you'll be crying. You'll be just be an example of how not to.
How not to stake. Yeah, how not to follow protocol.
You know, if I had me like, let's say 10 million Hex last December.
Yeah.
I just don't know, man. I don't know where I will be right now because I will have stake 5 million and 5 million I will be a village Kenyan boy being called a well. You know, being called a well is just taking the opportunity.
Yeah.
So the advantage of using a link, I've also experienced it. It's beautiful because if I refer you, I'll be getting 20% of what you'll get in the contract, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also, if I refer you, you get 10% more of what you are going to buy.
What you're going to be staking.
Oh, no wonder a lot of people have YouTube channels because that is
and they're calling people to use their link and telling them, do it under my link, you'll get 10% for whatever you stake.
That is beautiful. By the way, how do you gauge the penetration of cryptocurrency in, let's say, Africa or Kenya so far?
So far, in terms of Kenyans are very good at adopting these new technologies. They don't need much learning. They just come, tell you, how does it work? How much am I expected to get? Okay, here's the money. Do it for me. But later on, that is when they come asking, okay, do they have password? How do I do it? Do I put it in my phone? And just like that, people are making money.
So do you see Hex getting back to, let's say, to a value of 0, nothing? Is there any scenario or possibility it can backfire?
No. Hex cannot go back. The reason it cannot go back, the price is driven by people. So
Okay.
Hex can go back to zero if people no longer exist, but I don't see us not existing in the next many years.
You know what really amazes me is when we say hex right now is 50 cent
Yeah,
Kenya shilling, and when it gets to a shilling, Americans will call it a penny, 1 penny, one Kenya
yeah,
shillings,
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know that one is 100% return?
Yeah, that is 100% return from this moment to when it gets to a penny.
I think that one is like considered like bank robbery, my friend.
Yeah, people may call it, but that is printing your own money, like how they do it in La Casa. But as we are doing using Hex,
You see, the beauty with the decentralized technology, this is the kind of freedom
yeah,
most of us are enjoying right now, and so many who are to come.
yeah, yeah,
So before November, how do you project your hex? Do you want to accumulate as much as you can,
yeah.
or what's your?
Whenever I get an opportunity to the money, I'll be staking. However small it is, it will give back big returns. Because if I stake right now and then it goes to 1 shilling, that will be 100%. So whatever I have staked would have given me 100% return.
Oh, exactly. By the way, I don't know. You are familiar with the president of Russia, Putin?
Yeah, yeah,
There was a time he said that African leaders are ridiculous because they take money from their own country and they go and
yeah,
invest in the West, Europe. And
yeah. They,
for a Kenyan youth or an African youth out here, I think converting your fiat currency to crypto, it's like already owning an offshore account without breaking any law.
yeah, because right now even they don't have laws to govern it until they discover that there is money in Hex. That's when they come sit and saying, "Oh, these are the rules in terms of withdrawals. These are the rules in terms of whether you save it in your country or outside the country."
Oh yeah, like I thank God in Kenya we have the blockchain association
Yeah,
of
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, they are
but I
trying
think
to find how they can incorporate it with the government. The government not to understand it because they see an avenue where they can get a lot of tax from it.
yeah, Mwananchi doesn't have any problem giving tax so long as it's just made
Yeah,
clear.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
And also, you know, there's a lot of Brazilians and mentioning Brazilians because most people have fallen prey to those scams from Brazil, and a lot of
Yeah,
people have poured a lot. You know, cryptocurrency has brought a lot of excitement
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I have some friends when you mention cryptocurrencies to them, they have bad taste in the mouth.
But
So
one thing they should always come out is whenever you lose money, you gain experience. So it's a win-win situation. You may lose money, but gain experience to go further in the next step.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The problem is when you put your hard earned money. You know what I like about this Richard Hart guys. He said
Yeah,
is actually when you look closely to YouTube videos, it's like he's saying he's correct. He's doing what Bitcoin was supposed to do.
yeah, yeah,
And you know, such a statement, it's like putting yourself on the line because Bitcoin is the mother of all. Bitcoin is the
yeah,
invention of crypto.
yeah, yeah,
When the guy he says he's coming up with a coin which will have staking aspect inside it because like 10 years ago most people held Bitcoin but it had no value,
yeah,
and the fact that it had no value they didn't see the need of holding it. But Hex right now it's like you're saying it's valueless, but picture
yeah,
it in the next 5 years it becomes the next big thing. You are well,
yeah,
man.
yeah, 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 yeah. Become very wealthy.
So like if you have a parting shot out there, what exactly can you say in a minute or so concerning your experience with this crypto stuff?
the crypto world is fiat. Fiat people are almost going to do away with the fiat because fiat leads to corruption. And the good thing, especially for cryptocurrency, we are grateful for Ethereum. It was the discovery of node administrators. So it means you decide what you do with your money. So tomorrow we will not wake up and find Hex doesn't exist. No, the website is there. It is decentralized. It is not controlled from anywhere. So anyone can access it anywhere, and there are no downtimes, there are no hangs, there are no error 405. Most people who have done crypto, they know error 405 what it means. It means that your money has vanished into the thin air. So the burning short, stake Hex. Whatever amount you have, stake. Whether it's little, much, stake it. The next 10 years, you'll be saying, I wish I did more. I wish I had staked everything. That's my parting shot.
How about to training educational institutions? Do you think it's about time they should introduce courses like blockchain programming and blockchain related stuff on the curriculum?
Yeah, they should, especially for those students who do banking, because what they are learning was banking that was since 1851, and then the books they read are from 1851. But right now we have new discoveries. We have Ethereum. We have white papers being written every now and then. We have Hex bringing banking into the online platform. So that should be incorporated in the academic institutions, especially those that want to advance students to have knowledge when they come out here. Should make cryptocurrency even a course. It should be bachelors of science in cryptocurrency studies.
But with the leaders who are seeing beyond the horizon, I think that one is getting soon. They are providing it soon.
Especially after the blockchain association has gone through and understood it, they'll be able to see how they can incorporate it into education, incorporate it to even the women, the men, the students, and even the old men will join in as they learn, because they are learning technology and they were not there when it was this good.
Oh, by the way, from my experience, you and I as Kenyans, this is what I've experienced with the authorities, and let's say companies like the companies which are in the finance, like mobile money and paper. It came to a point they were acting like bullies by using laws to fight cryptocurrency. I remember when Bitcoin was getting started, Safaricom really gave Bitcoin agents a hard time, saying it's used for money laundering, giving all the negative things about Bitcoin. And a lot of people miss the opportunity. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they were misled by information from the people that are supposed to guide them with the right information.
Yeah, and a few smart people who bought Bitcoin. I think in Kenya by then it was around 18,000. Can you imagine 18,000 bob, 15,000 bob, and right now Bitcoin is
$1 million.
It's going to 1 million.
Yeah.
And if an ordinary Kenyan, let's say that they are depending on, let's say, the news to help them out on this type of investments, maybe they'll miss big time.
Yeah.
So if the cycle keeps repeating back, let's say they're using the laws to fight innovation, I think we'll be missing the point. I don't know what's your take about that.
I think we are the ones to change, because laws are supposed to be made and changed and amended. That's why you have even members of parliament going to parliament every day to amend and make new laws. So laws can always be amended and made to fit, because once people get the right information, are fed with the right information, they'll be able to now have a way to channel their thoughts into laws, so as to ensure that these laws guide and protect their cryptocurrencies.
Wow, that's brilliant. Now, let me take you to the future. I was saying we were finishing in a few, but it's getting interesting. Let's assume
Mm.
15 years by, and you are worth 10 trillion, or you're worth 5 trillion, and you see you want to send that money into fiat currency. How exactly are you going to explain to the government that you're not a drug dealer or money launderer? Where is that all that money coming from? Because it's like you're an instant millionaire, but people don't understand that you are staking this hex. I mean, how do you see yourself explaining to the authorities?
I I think one way, I hopefully by the time the 15 years are done, the government and the authorities will have been educated that hex exists, because we even will be using our cars, our matatus to advertise and show people stake hex. This is the next. So they'll be knowing there are people who are going to be having some serious cash in the future. So it will be easier for you to go even with the money, but don't bank it. We have mobile phones, you have mobile banking. Nobody can follow up on your mobile banking unless they come up with a law to follow up where you get your money. But you can use mobile banking. There is a way to convert it to Ethereum and store it into Bitcoin. There are different ways, because you can shift hex to Bitcoin, hex to Ethereum, depending on how the value of hex and Bitcoin vary. So in the next 15, hopefully they'll have changed the laws, and